Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man. If you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please, go to ISUPK.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
Everyone west. Everyone west. Everyone west. Everyone.
Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man. If you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please, go to ISUPK.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
Everyone west. Everyone west. Everyone west.
Crypto or blood or a drug addict in the street. They don't know anything about the Bible or God. They're cold. Then it's us. In the UPK, we are what? Hot. That's us.
Straight out of One West. I'm too hot. My grandma keep on telling me I need to cool out. Quick to pull the scriptures out, pull the two locks. It's the home of the truth, my nigga, and you not hot, hot, hot. We hot, 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 hot. We hot, 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 hot. We hot, 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 hot. How many fake groups must get dissed before they really figure out who the Lord is with? I'm about to burn Babylon with these bars I spit. Niggas swearing they won't beef, well let's start some shit. I roll with warriors with swords and sticks, so keep stepping. Without a mind shit, this brotherhood is a weapon. This nation we protecting, heading for Armageddon. Told them niggas no sweat, but these other niggas is sweating. If you can't take the heat, nigga get out the kitchen. Ain't nothing these niggas saying you can find in the scriptures. They still in our breakdowns and trying to convert a gripper, trying to do the Lord's work, but he fell in love with a stripper. We can't afford to be playing around with the Lord. It's one God, faith and baptism on one accord. If you ain't a hot nigga, you might as well hit the morgue. My niggas gon' stand firm while you niggas fall on your sword. Straight out of One West. I'm too hot. My grandma keep on telling me I need to cool out. Quick to pull scriptures out, pull the two locks. It's the home of the truth, my nigga, and you not hot.
H-O-T-T, what that mean? Gotta spell it out. Home of the priest, got the truth. That's without a doubt. Niggas getting winded, need to breathe, cause they chasing clout. What the priest is banging out so heavy, gonna break it down. We in your town, boots is on the ground all year round. When the summer, spring, and fall, we prophesying to the clouds, so cry loud. I stay your ass at home, cause life is all about war. Don't make me go blast the chrome, and they go to each his own. Nah, to each his own. We taking over the world, bringing the prophets home. And I dare any of you fake niggas to stand in my way. You niggas is gay, you wearing purple panties, you great. Wearing your fringes, some socks on the block, talking to cops, trying to make an arrest. Think you on West? We ain't calling you out, that's why no affiliation. We don't fuck with you out, because we and you know this, man. And if it ain't the UPK, then it's bogus, man. Your Honda had to remind us what the code is, man. And now we hot niggas, but we still the coldest, man. Because
if I ain't a hot boy, then what do you call that? And if I ain't a hot boy, then what do you call that?
We set a blaze to the street when we prophesy to the wind. You be amazed with deceit, false prophets feeding. Our king, we set a fire to them lies and hope they open their eyes. Most niggas wouldn't see the truth even if it's written on the blinds. They peeking out to see the real priests who change their lives. Commander General, your hunter, done son that's out here to teach. You niggas done drop your swords, now you thieves like preachers. Looking for another way round and ain't got no discipline. Tainted worse than the warriors in Southeast Michigan. We aware that you been listening, visiting online. You ain't my bone or my bone, cause you ain't got no spine. You weak in the mind, your vision is so filled with your pride. And you can keep it cause ain't no cowards gonna hold our line. You out here led by individuals, practicing wicked rituals. And you ain't a hot boy cause you falling what these bitches do.
Straight out of One West, I'm too hot. My grandma keep on telling me I need to cool out. Quick to pull the scriptures out, pull the two locks. It's the home of the truth, my nigga, and you not hot, 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 hot. If I ain't a hot boy, then what do you call that? Hot, 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 hot. And if I ain't a hot boy, then what do you call that?
Right back at you again. Officer Shapat Dayakin. Dropping something heavy for these cowards out here. Yeah. Coming straight from 125th, 1 West, Harlem, New York. Home of the truth, nigga. Man of war with hair wool, no idols, loving judgments. God of the Bible, the men above me shout, Whom Yasha? And all the warriors be like, Whom Yasha? Kingdom's ours, all the heathens forbidden. The chosen bow down to no one, it was written. The men above me shout, Whom Yasha? And all the warriors be like, Whom Yasha? All day as we discuss how they don't like us. Gathered on streets and corners, all is feeling righteous. Real particular, nobody else there to compare to. Train for war, men of war, and war like apparel. Prefer our leaders, can't get between us, watch where you stepping. Cause a scene, you gon' see how brotherhood is a weapon. Tough skin protect our wrists, teach girls and kids devoutness. Call them prophetess, a priest damn near nothing without it. More than rubies, cute and understanding when describing. Virtue loving, no lip from the daughters of Zion. Gold teeth, earrings, chains, and the rings. Precious metals, fabrics, emphatic stones, and everything. Trying to catch the slang, rewind what we rapping slang. Lost in parables, your scripture breakdowns terrible. Yasha Allah, Prince of the power, we are the Jews. God on earth, you can see it by watching all our moves. Man of war with hair wool, no idols, loving judgments. God of the Bible, the men above me shout, Whom Yasha? And all the warriors be like, Whom Yasha? Kingdom's ours, all the heathens forbidden. The chosen bow down to no one, it was written. The men above me shout, Whom Yasha? And all the warriors be like, Whom Yasha? Man of war with hair wool, no idols, loving judgments. God of the Bible, the men above me shout, Whom Yasha? And all the warriors be like, Whom Yasha? Kingdom's ours, all the heathens forbidden. The chosen bow down to no one, it was written. The men above me shout, Whom Yasha? And all the warriors be like, Whom Yasha?
According to God, the white man is the devil.
See, I've been in here for a little minute. You know what I'm saying? And I see niggas, they like to talk a lot. They like to claim leadership. They like to claim this and that. You know what I'm saying? They like to be above what they really is and have authority. But they don't really need that authority. They don't really know what to do with that leadership. You understand? You hold hands with this white man. Need to stop and ask you to give a damn what you talk about. Don't give a fuck what you believe, nigga. Gotta stand up and serve my God. We don't pray on our knees, nigga. Yeah. See, everybody ain't with all that peace talk. Everybody ain't with all that bygone be. Boy, ask you to stop and ask you to profit. It's about to get serious. When they hit us with dope and kill us with crack, where the fuck with your leaders? I'm curious. He cashed out on your blood, traded you in and bought a new biz. Ask you the prophets, I tell you the scheme. If you don't wake up, you gon' die in your dreams. I say you won't tell you no more. I swear these crackers try to kill us slow. Just spoke to a nigga and fed it up for parole because of the COVID. It feel like the host in this world that don't go together. Know that it's gold in the ghetto. I'm in the city blazing with my niggas. Just told the devil the score never settled. Yeah, see the prophets. I'm tired of these niggas keep talking about, you know, you respect my religion, I respect your religion. Boy, your ass need to stop and ask you the prophets. You know, like we all come together. Cause you know, they say God so loved the world. God so loved the world and know boy, your ass need to stop and ask you the prophets. Don't give a damn what you talk about. Don't give a fuck what you believe, nigga. Gotta stand up and serve my God. We don't pray on our knees, nigga. Yeah. Hey, Jeremiah, we don't pray on our knees, nigga. Gotta stand up. You know what I'm saying? Boy, your ass need to stop and ask you to promise. One step, I'm solid for show. To the fake niggas, stay silent, I got it, let's go. Let's go. I ain't taking no loss, ain't no token when we got the flow. Ain't no peace, just play with your own. I'ma be loyal to the right arm. Tell him we can't keep it slave. And I can never let bygone be bygone. Got your baby mother on high, got your baby pass through the fire. Ask you the prophets, that baby soul belong to the Lord. How dare you abort it? Devil will fail you, bitch, I can afford it. I prepare slaughter, you bring me my water. Push your leaders weak, let them lies slip through their teeth. Their ass need to stop and ask you the prophets.
just the reality, Christians. I'm sorry to hurt your feelings. I know your pastor lied to you every Sunday for 30 years, but that's what the church is for, lying. That's why they exist, to lie the money out of your pockets.
Boy, your ass need to stop it, ass need to give a damn what you talk about. Don't give a fuck what you believe, nigga. Gotta stand up to serve my God. We'll pray on our knees, nigga. We'll pray on our knees, nigga. Gotta stand up to serve my God. We'll pray on our knees, nigga.
Hey, Shalom, Yahweh Shem Yahushua Rakatham, Yahweh Shema Tham, Shem Yahushua, Preaching Officer on Mwanga Bar, Tuesday night Brotherhood class, ISUPK, Kentucky, under Commander General Yohana since 1969. We've been teaching the truth that Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians is the chosen people of God, and our oppressors, the devil the Bible speaks of. In tonight's class, what we're going to talk about how America has to have conflict to survive. Like, since America, even before America was a country, when they was trying to start it, they always went to war. You know, that they had sent pilgrims over here to start 13 colonies, and then they ended up taking it for themselves and went to war with the British, then went to war with France, then went to war with the Spaniards, then they went to, of course, in between all that, they going to war with the Indians. Like, they breathe and survive off war. You know, without war, the Americans, which is, of course, I'm talking about the so-called white man, he cannot survive without war. He is a hunter. You know, that is just his nature. Like, for people that's wondering why they keep going to war, America wouldn't be America if they wasn't going to war. You feel me? So you just got to keep the timeline going all the way up until World War I, World War II, Vietnam, whatever else, the Korean War, the Gulf War, all that stuff. You feel me? America is going to keep going to war. That's just what's going to happen. They're going to keep going to war. Otherwise, they can't survive without going to war. You know, for anybody that's shocked about what's going on with Venezuela. But if you think that's shocking, you know, let's check out this video. If you think that's shocking. Because it is not. So this is right after he invaded Venezuela, kidnapped a president.
We need Greenland for national security. We need Greenland for national security. Not for minerals. We have so many sites for minerals and oil and everything. We have more oil than any other country in the world. We need Greenland for national security. And if you take a look at Greenland, you look up and down the coast, you have Russian and Chinese ships all over the place. We need Greenland for national security.
Right. So he say he need Greenland for national security. This is right after he then took over, you feel me? Basically took over Venezuela, because now they're finna be in control of their oil, which is all he wanted. I mean, that's not even a secret. Everybody know that. He can hide it for the common folk, you know, to make their ears feel better. He can hide it, but everybody know from what he said out his own mouth, he went into that country and kidnapped a president and said it was because of drugs, when really it was because of oil. Because if it was because of drugs, why are you pardoning drug dealers in America? It don't even make sense. I'm gonna stop it. So anyway, now he said he want Greenland for national security, because Greenland is right there next to Canada. So he feel like if they can take over Greenland, then they can control that whole part of the sea. But he's an idiot, because Greenland is a part of NATO. So if Greenland is a part of NATO and America is a part of NATO, why do you need to take it over instead of y'all just compromise? It's about power. We living in a modern, you know what this is? This, if anybody ever seen that show, Game of Thrones, we living in a modern day Game of Thrones. Real talk. We living in a modern day Game of Thrones, and Trump is he's the king of the 7 kingdoms, or whatever they called it on that show.
Not for minerals. We have so many sites for minerals and oil and everything. We have more oil than any other country in the world.
Right. So now all of a sudden, after they kidnapped the Venezuelan president, now all of a sudden they got more oil than anybody in the world. I bet you do. When you now in control of the biggest oil-rich country. For people that didn't know that, I don't know if people didn't know that or not. Venezuela is the most oil-rich country and has always been. And Trump was tired of getting taxed for their oil. He wanted it for himself. America, because let's just stop acting like this a Trump thing. America would have done this if Barack Obama was in office. And they would have made it look more nicer. That's the only difference. If Barack Obama or damn Joe Biden was in office, they would have done this anyway. They just would have made it look nicer. Trump is just a fool and an idiot, so he's making it look like a straight drug, trap getting took over. Walk in your trap, take over your trap.
We need Greenland for national security. And if you take a look at Greenland, you look up and down the coast, you have Russian and Chinese ships all over the place.
Right. You don't need Greenland. Greenland is part of NATO. If you needed Greenland for something, you could just give their president a call. You feel me? This is about power, man. Like real talk. This is about power. And America, really more so about power. This is about blood. America needs blood. They need to see bombs dropping so they can feel safe, so they can feel secure, because they're a hunter. They have deer fever. If you don't know what deer fever is, look it up. Like real talk. It's like when you about to kill something, it's almost give you a feeling of an orgasm. Yeah, we drop that. I'm going to the scriptures real quick. I'm going to go to Deuteronomy 33 and 24. Because first you got to understand that everything is biblical, first of all. And that land down there, I'm in Genesis. Deuteronomy 33 and 24. Yeah, everything is biblical. And that land down there, it's prospering, not more so because of the land itself. It's because of the people that's in it. The people that's in that land is the children of Israel. That whole region down at Venezuela, Brazil, all that stuff, I think Colombia, all that stuff that is the tribe of Asher. You feel me? The chosen people of God. If they of indigenous descent, if you of indigenous descent and you live in Colombia, Brazil, Venezuela, all that little area, that's the tribe of Asher. You feel me? And it said the tribe of Asher was going to be having it like that. That was just one of their blessings. Real talk. We could read it in the Bible. This Deuteronomy 33 and 24. And of Asher, he said, let Asher be blessed with children. Right, with children. They have a lot of children. You feel me? We know that the Hispanics is known for having a lot of children. And Asher is one of them Hispanic tribes, the tribe of Asher, Venezuela, Brazil, all that little Colombia, that area right there. And it said they was going to be blessed with children, which they are. They ain't got no problems making no babies. Let him be acceptable to his brethren, and let him dip his foot in oil. Right. It say, let him dip his foot in oil. And when it say, let him dip his foot in oil, it is talking about fertility and prosperity. You feel me? That's what the metaphor is talking about. Because what you got to know about oil is synonymous with wealth and prosperity. You feel me? Because you got to think about it. Like when it's talking about dip his foot in oil, this is not talking about, of course, the oil you put in a car. But today you can compare it to anything that's prosperous, because that's what this is talking about. Olive oil is synonymous with wealth, you feel me, and versatility. You feel me? And why is olive oil versatile? Because you can use it for many things. You feel me? You can use it for cooking. You can use it for medicine. You can use it for cosmetic, dry your skin, your scalp. You feel me? And of course, we use it for anointing anointing the priests or anointing brothers and sisters and stuff like that. And you can use it for lights. So olive oil is a real versatile substance. You feel me? And that's why it's saying, let him dip his foot in oil. That's why it's saying that. Because it's basically saying this is a metaphor for him being prosperous. Asher being very prosperous. You feel me? Very fertile. And because oil is a versatile substance that you can use for many things. Like real talk. And that's what's going on right now with the tribe of Asher. You feel me? They have a lot of resources down there. You feel me? And America is tired of playing nice. You know, and they want some of them resources. You know, they want some of them resources. And one of the resources that they got is oil that's in the ground. That's also very versatile because you can use it for your car. You use it for all type of locomotive stuff, boats, trains, planes, everything. Oil, everything needs oil, or it ain't gonna work. Everything mechanical needs oil. Your lawnmower, your pressure washer, everything with a motor needs oil, or it's not gonna work. So them being one of the most oil-rich countries fits this prophecy about them being prosperous. You feel me? And versatile. You feel me? Like real talk. And that's why they trying to go down there into that country. I ain't gonna lie to you. Because they tired of playing nice. They want some of these resources. You feel me? But that's their land. They supposed to give it out the way they want to. But instead, no. America, because they like to fight and they can't survive without conflict, they are going into that country. Real talk. Thy shoes shall be iron and brass, right? And that's just talking about strength and security. You feel me? That's all it's talking about. It's talking about how they will have strength and security, which they did. You feel me? Because they resources is supposed to be their strength. You feel me? It's supposed to make people want to do business with them and be their friends, not their enemies. But until you dealing with a monster like Esau, you're dealing with a monster like the so-called white man, they don't give a damn. They gonna come take your resources. But the only problem is these are chosen people of God. So once again, y'all kicking yourselves. You feel me? The so-called white man is kicking themselves. Like you don't even know it. When you messing with the children of Israel, you kicking yourself. You might not think you are. You might think you taking one step forward. Really, you taking 3 steps back. You feel me? These are the Lord's chosen people that y'all going down there messing with. Like real talk. And as thy days, so shall thy strength be. Right. So what you got to understand about Esau is that he loves conflict. And the Venezuelan people being so prosperous with all these resources, it gives the so-called white man a reason. You know, it gave them a reason to stop wanting to be nice. Stop wanting to be nice and want to break bread and, you know, trade. Nah. The so-called white man is on his last leg, and he's not finna be trading. He's not finna be playing nice. That's why right after this, he said he want to go into Greenland. Want to go into Greenland. Want to go into Colombia. He don't need to mess with Cuba because he feel like Cuba gonna fall on his own. The so-called white man kingdom is coming to an end, and he knows it. And he know he have but a short time is what the Bible say. So he's finna go try to get as many resources as he can. Real talk. All right, so you could drop that. Job 5:20. This is the book of Job 5:20. In famine, he shall redeem thee from death. Right. So the Venezuelan people and all the 12 tribes, Blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians, we've been put to death by the so-called white man. The so-called white man been having his way with us for like 500 years, man. And if to us it seems like it's not gonna get no better. That's why we turn to drug. That's why the other nations come over here and see Black people and Hispanics and like, why y'all not prospering? Why y'all not doing this? And because we tried. And every time we tried, they burnt it. They burnt it down. They burnt it down to the point where we just turned to drugs. You know, we turn to drugs and to get money fast and pleasure. And I'm not saying that's right, but that's the situation the so-called white man also put us in. And because he put us in that situation, he's going to have to pay for that. And that's why the Lord say, in famine, he shall redeem thee from death. Famine is coming. Famine is coming to all these prosperous countries. They finna be fighting and scraping for resources. That's why they going into Venezuela, because they running out of resources. He said we got more oil than anybody in the world. Yeah, because you just went and took it. Before you went into Venezuela, you had nothing. Gas prices was going up. The oil, go get an oil change. The oil prices then doubled because they was running low on their reserve, and they don't like to use their reserve. The America's oil reserve is strictly for all oil ends. It's not for us to use just because we want to. It's to use if all oil just magically just disappeared and we could have something to use. And of course, they're going to triple it. And in war, from the power of the sword, right? War. What America likes to do, America likes to go to war. And our dumbass want to join them. Black people, Hispanic, we so damn stupid. We want to join the war. We want to go put on a uniform and fight for the country. We is dumb as a box of rocks. When the whole time the Lord created war to redeem us from what happened to us. How the hell are we going to be redeemed if we going to go fight? How are we going to be redeemed from what the so-called white man did for 400-500 years if we go put on a uniform and try to save the country? It don't even make no goddamn sense. But we don't know the Bible because we was told it was a white man book. And we believed it without even doing no research. We just listened to everybody say it's a white man book. Ain't nothing white about it but the pages. The answers to all your problems is right in the book. And it say in war from the power of the sword. So who got the power of the sword? The so-called white man got the power of the sword. He has it. He can kill you any day, any week, and beat the case because he got a police uniform on. Or but just because he's rich enough to pay off the judge. Or I'm going to tell you something even more wicked. The so-called white man, y'all don't even know that most of these people that go to jail for killing black people, they not even in jail. They in witness protection somewhere in Utah. You thinking they in jail. They is not in prison. I'm sad to tell you this. The white man's the devil. Maybe you just didn't know that. Thou shalt be hid from the scourge of the tongue, neither shalt thou be afraid of destruction when it cometh. Right. Scourge of the tongue is talking about like a whip. When stuff start being said, all these terminologies, all these news clips keep coming out. It ain't got nothing to do with us. It ain't got nothing to do with us. We in the ghetto. We in the ghetto. What the hell y'all dropping bombs in the ghetto for? Nah, that don't even make sense. You feel me? If they drop a bomb in America, they gonna try to drop a bomb at in the White House. You feel me? On South Beach, Mar-a-Lago. Who else? What else? Some other rich places. That rich place where Michael Jordan lived in Chicago. Beverly Hills. You feel me? That's where they're gonna try to drop bombs at. You feel me? The target of the nukes is not gonna be the south side of Chicago. That wouldn't even make sense. You feel me? That wouldn't even make sense. That's why I say, neither shalt thou be afraid of destruction when it comes. We should not be afraid of war. Because what you got to understand about the Lord, he's so perfect. He's going to point the white man's nukes at each other. The so-called white man is going to point these guns at each other. And they're going to kill each other. And then you're going to look up, we're going to be standing. We're going to be standing there like, damn. I guess it's time for us to get it right. I guess it's time for us to get it together, because the so-called white man don't got his foot on our neck no more because he done made himself small. You feel me? The so-called white man don't even know that he's finna send all his kids to die. All we got to do is get out of the war, because this ain't got nothing to do with us once again. At destruction and famine thou shalt laugh. That's a fact. At destruction and famine thou shalt laugh. Now, if you don't think this talking about black people, then you a fool. Because when they cut off food stamps, I mean, they tried to make it seem like it was black people at fault But then we seen who was in the lines, number white people. When that famine came, when there wasn't no food stamps coming out, we was laughing and making jokes about it. The so-called white man was losing his goddamn mind. They was in every free food line you could see from sea to shining sea. But black people, we laughed at it. We laughed at it because we've been poor since February 33rd. Since the beginning of the United States, we've been poor and we've been making it. We've been making something out of nothing. But the so-called white man, he was losing his goddamn mind while we laughed at the famine and the destruction. Neither shalt thou be afraid of the beast of the earth. Right. Neither shalt thou be afraid of the beast of the earth. Who's the beast of the earth? All these heathens. All these heathens are the beast. You feel me? We the sheep. We the lower sheep. These other nations are the beast. You feel me? They are the beast of the earth, man. And they rule the planet right now. But guess what? We ain't afraid of them no more. You know? We used to be worried and, skeptical and hurry up and buy from the Chinese people. Now, you feel me? We ain't really too worried about y'all no more. We becoming what you would call self-sufficient again. Where they begging us to shop in their stores and stuff like that. When once they didn't even want us shopping them. Like real talk. We ain't afraid of the beast of the earth no more. You feel me? We've become to learn these people and that these people is against us and they never have been with us. And that was our problem. Our problem is we thought we was all supposed to be together. We thought these people were supposed to love us, but now we see that it was never supposed to be that way. That's never how it was supposed to be. All right, we'll drop that. We'll go to Ezekiel 35:3. This Ezekiel 35:3. And say unto it, thus saith the Lord God, behold, O Mount Seir. And O Mount Seir, that's talking about Esau. You feel me? That's what Esau was lit. Esau was a caveman, man. He make movies about it. He brag about it. He is a caveman. And that's where he come from. He come from Mount Seir. One of the caves, one of the mountains he lived on. So when it's talking about Mount Seir, it's talking about him. The same way when the Bible say Jerusalem, it's talking about blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, even though we didn't just live in Jerusalem. I am against thee. Right. The Lord is against the so-called white man. He don't know it or not. And with the naked eye, we would assume that the Lord is not against them because he's ruling the planet. But you don't understand the Lord. You don't understand how he works. He'll let people get up high so he can destroy them. That's the only way it's worth anything. It's not worth nothing destroying some nobody. But what about if you destroy somebody that was a giant? And you would get the praise for that. And I will stretch out mine hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate, like a wasteland, desolate, a desert. That's what's coming to Russia, America, Europe. You feel me? North Africa, Africa for the Africans too. I mean, this ain't talking about, of course, the Africans in this scripture, but they're going to be joined all together, trying to fight against Christ. You feel me? They all going to try to join and fight against Christ. It's not going to work. No, it's not. But all these countries that look beautiful right now, Abu Dhabi, they got all them skyscrapers and all these fancy technology. All this stuff is finna burn. It's finna burn, and it's finna burn for what they did to blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Whether you like it or not. Whether you like it or not, you feel me? It's going to burn. Like real talk. Salaki. And I will lay thy cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate, and thou shalt know that I am the Lord. Right. And that's how you're going to know. That's how you're going to know that the Lord is the Lord. You know, ain't going to be no more white Jesus or Islam, Buddha. Ain't going to be no more none of that. It's over with. Holidays, Christmas, Valentine's Day, New Year, all that stuff is over. Because the Lord is going to destroy all these cities. And he's going to turn them into deserts. And it's all for what they did to blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, right? A perpetual hatred, you know? That means everlasting. From the beginning, thou has had a perpetual hatred and has shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword. That's what the so-called white man did. He did it for fun. He did it like it was nothing. He did it like it was nothing. The so-called white man, and not even just with the police force, just regular white men. Just think about all the lynchings, the hangings, the cities that got burnt, all the black people in jail, and most of them didn't even do the crime. Like one of the things always that kill me is the Central Park 5. I sat and watched that damn TV show on Netflix about the Central Park 5, and I could not believe that them boys had to go through that heinous act. That was heinous what them men went through. Boys, I can't even say men, it was kids. And the whole time they didn't even do it. And guess who said they should be locked up? Even after they got found not guilty, Donald Trump. If you thinking that Donald Trump is your friend, he's just about business. Donald Trump hate black people. Them black men was found not guilty. He said they still should stay locked up. Like real talk, man. Them men lives was never the same after going through that prison sentence that young for something they did not do. Why did it happen? Because the so-called white man has a perpetual hatred for the children of Israel and has murdered and killed us throughout generations. Why? Because we was the children of Israel. For people to keep talking about we hate white people, you're a racist. How the hell I'm racist? I ain't killed nobody. I ain't put my hands on nobody. All I did was just tell the truth. All I did was just tell the truth about the so-called white man, and you got mad about it. You know, you got mad about it because you just want everything to be okay when I'm trying to tell you everything's not finna be okay. If you ain't been watching the news, everything is not finna be okay. Shit is about to get worse. And you ain't ready for it. And has shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity. Right, in the time of their calamity. You feel me? When we was going through it, he still did it. He ain't care. No, usually when somebody going through something, you would be like, okay, hold on, wait. Let me chill. They going through a lot, you know. They going through a lot. They going through a bunch of stuff, bunch of tragedy, you know. Let me chill. But instead, no. We going through all this stuff, all this poverty, and the so-called white man cared less. He cared less. You see a white person begging for change, you don't want to move them in your house. They seen you going through poverty. They put crack in your neighborhood. They poured heroin in your neighborhood, then locked you up for selling it. And everybody else that got addicted to it, throw them in jail too. For being a drug user. You're a drug addict. You feel me? When they the ones created the drug. We didn't create heroin. We don't know. We didn't know the recipe. Ronald Reagan taught us how to cook up that crack rock. But the so-called white man, that's just how he is, man. Because he hates the children of Israel. And the time that their iniquity had an end, right? At the time when our iniquity had an end, the Lord, he was like, okay, look, I punished them for being sinners. You know, I did do that. But you white people, y'all took it too far. That's how the Lord feel. The Lord feel like, yeah, they sinners, but these my people. and you took it too far. Just like you got a child, they being bad, you put them out the house, you don't want nobody to like abuse them. You just want to put them out the house so they can learn that it's safer to be at home listening to you. But if you find out somebody out there abusing them, you like, hold on, now nigga, you tripping. I ain't tell you to do all that. That is not what I said. I just put them out the house because they was, not listening. But you the one went ahead and did all the lynchings, the hangings, the war on drugs, you feel me? Turning they women against them and, kicking the man out of the house. I ain't tell you to do all that. So the Lord say, look, man, you tripping, Mr. White Man. Therefore, as I live, said Lord God, I will prepare thee unto blood, right? Which is talking about death. Because the life is in the blood. So if you lose all your blood, you're dead. That's just how it go. So when he say I prepare thee unto blood, it's talking about death. You like blood? You like seeing blood. You like the hunt. You're a hunter. All right, well, I wonder has the hunter ever been hunted? Because it's coming. And blood shall pursue thee, right? Blood shall pursue thee, death, destruction, famine. It's coming for you now. Since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee, right? You don't hate blood. You like to hunt. You like to fight. You like going to war after war after war. You like seeing all these body bags and cleaning up this death. You like all this stuff. Well, it's coming for you next. It's coming for you now. You done slaughtered all the Native Indians, put them on reservations. It's coming for you now. Maybe you need to go on a reservation. Thus will I make Mount Seir most desolate. Right, Mount Seir most desolate. The governments of Esau. You hear me? The mountains, the governments of Esau, Mount Seir, shall be most desolate. It's going to be a desert. You hear me? All these, what they got, the White House, you got the Senate, you got the governors, you got the mayors, all this is going to be desolate. It's going to be like that movie, I Am Legend. It's going to be nothing. Because what you did to the children of Israel. That's what the Bible say. That's the crazy part. This ain't personal. It's just business, Like y'all president. Y'all president is about business. You're a businessman. Well, it's just business. It's just business that the so-called white man in all his countries become desolate, become a desert. You feel me? I am legend. Like real talk. And cut off from it him that passeth out and him that returneth. Right. Ain't gonna be no coming and going. All this up and down the highway, in and out the city. Man, that's over with. There's gonna be nothing to come to. And I will fill his mountains with his slain men, in thy hills and in the valleys, and in all thy rivers shall thy fall that are slain with the sword. Right. The Lord is coming for you. Death and destruction. And this was prophesied a long time ago. That this is well overdue. Donald J. Trump Jr., this is well overdue. What's about to happen to y'all as a whole. This is well overdue. We're just keeping it real with you. This is something that was prophesied a long time ago. You just have to deal with it. We had to deal with you. Now you got to deal with the Lord. Real talk. All right, we'll drop that. We go to Exodus 17 and 14. All right, this the book of Exodus 17 and 14. And the Lord said unto Moses, write this for a memorial in a book, and rehearse it in the ears of Joshua, for I will utterly put out the remembrance. And the Lord is a gangster, man. I don't know what God is Jamal Bryant serving. Because this can't be the same God. Like real talk. That'll have your wife walking around with flesh color dress on, looking like she's naked. Man, that's another topic. I ain't gonna even do that. But no, this is what the Lord is saying the most. I will utterly put out the remembrance of Amalek from under heaven. Utterly put out the remembrance. The Lord is gonna destroy Amalek. He's gonna destroy them so bad that you ain't gonna even remember them. You feel me? They're gonna be in the history books. You feel me? But the problem is you don't even know who Amalek is. Amalek is the Jewish man. Amalek is one of the tribes of Esau. That's one of the chief tribes, the chief sons of Esau, the so-called white man, Amalek, which is the Jewish man. You feel me? The white Jewish man. This is in the Bible saying the Lord is going to unalive him, delete him off the face of the earth. Whatever word you want to use is good for TikTok. He's going bye-bye. It's going to be over with. All she wrote. And the Lord told Moses, write this in a book. Because these people going to be getting on y'all last nerves. These Amalekites, they're going to be getting on y'all last goddamn nerves. And I want you to remember that I'm not going to forget these people. Y'all might forget. History might forget. I won't. Because these people is going to be a pest. And they have been nothing but a goddamn pest. The Jewish man ain't been nothing but a pest. He's every damn movement we've been in, he's right there. Every movement, everything we went through in this place, he's somehow right there. Trying to use what we going through to benefit his agenda. You hear me? Every war that ever happened on this planet, he was in on it. One of the biggest ones that we know about is World War II. But if you do a little research on World War I and a lot of other wars, you will see he's in on this stuff. But because the Jewish man, you think the Jewish man and white people are different, you would think that, no, that's not true. But when you got to understand is Jewish people are white. So some of these white people that you think are just regular white men, they Jewish, man. Like real talk. And the Lord is done with their games and they fuckery. Because they the cause of a lot of these wars and stuff that be going on. And Moses built an altar and called the name of it Jehovah Nissi. It's like I don't think that's how you say it, but it's a Hebrew word anyway. That's just the English translation. For he said, because the Lord have sworn that the Lord will have war with Amalek from generation to generation. See, that's what I'm saying. You sitting here, you wondering why America keep going to war. It's because of Amalek. It's because of that goddamn Jewish man. That damn Jewish man be behind all these goddamn wars that be going on. And it's biblical. The Bible said it. The Bible said the Lord is going to have war with Amalek from generation to generation. The Lord ain't going to come out the sky and put on no boxing gloves and fight them head up. He's going to send him to fight against other people. And that's what's been happening. It's been wars, rumors of wars, back to back. You hear me? Back to back to back. Weapons of mass destruction. Wasn't no weapons of mass destruction. You hear me? Wasn't no damn weapons of mass destruction. Like real talk. Because that's what the Lord said was going to happen. The Lord said that was going to happen. Saddam Hussein, we got to get him. The whole time he wasn't doing nothing but trying to get away from the American dollar. War after war. The Bible said Amalek is going to be at war generation to generation. And we seeing it. That's all we've been seeing. It's been nothing. And I'm telling you, that white Jewish man is behind it. Like real talk. He's behind it. All you got to do is just do a little digging. You will see. All right, we'll drop that. And we'll go to Isaiah 60 and 14. Isaiah 60 and 14. So like, the sons also of them that afflicted thee shall come bending unto thee. Right. That's what's going to happen. All these heathen nations that afflicted us, took money from us, opened up businesses in our neighborhood, all that evil shit. All the evil stuff these heathens done to black people, Hispanics and Native Indians. They gonna come bending. They gonna come bending they knee, begging us. Because I'm telling you, these wars is about to happen. It's gonna destroy these people financially, spiritually, all that. They're gonna lose hope in themselves. What's about to happen? And black people, we're gonna be standing tall. Hispanics and we're gonna be standing tall because this ain't got nothing to do with us. You hear me? This is between Amalek and the Most High. You feel me? They wanted to be gods on this earth. Well, now they gotta fight the one true living God. Like real talk. They want to be gods. Let them be gods. Now go fight God. While we sit back here and watch. You want to go fight God? Go ahead. Many have tried and many have failed. You ever heard of the Tower of Babel? You ever heard of Nimrod? I don't know. Maybe you ever heard of Egypt? A lot of people tried to fight against God and they not here no more. They in the history books. You reading about it, you got to go look at an encyclopedia to even hear about them, to see what was going on, what language they spoke, because they not here. Babylon, where is it at? It was in Iraq. They're not there no more. The Babylonians was Africans. They're not there. Now in Iraq is Arabs. Real talk. And all they that despise thee shall bow themselves down at the soles of thy feet, and they shall call thee the city of the Lord, the Zion of the Holy One of Israel. Right? That's a fact. You hear me? A lot of people know we the children of God, first of all. They just don't want you to know. Because once you know, what do you think is going to happen? You're going to rule the planet. Everything is going to get back in order. They don't want stuff in order. They don't want stuff in order. They want stuff to stay just like this. You at the bottom and they at the top. But no. Thus saith the Lord, they're going to come bending their knee. They're going to come bending their knee. You feel me? Under your submission. Whereas thou hast been forsaken and hated. Right? We've been forsaken and hated. They forgot about us, man. They stuck us in the hood and the project and forgot we was there. We the children of God. We the chosen people of the Lord. They stuck us in the hood and forgot we was even there. You feel me? And hated us while we was there and blamed us for our condition. These heathen nations come over here and blame us for the way we living. As if we woke up and just chose to be a drug dealer. No, we looked out our door and that's all we seen. They took all the jobs away. Let me tell you how it happened. They took all the jobs away. They took away all our businesses and we was starving. That's how you make a criminal. Ask the Italian mob. We just followed their blueprint. We seen the Italian mob sell drugs, get rich, get businesses, get all type of deals from the city, contracts to do all type of stuff. Now they construction workers and running the police force and all kind of other stuff. So we just took after them. We like, well, we don't have nothing. We starving. We got kids to feed. So we just going to do that. And then they blamed us for it. They blamed us for the only option the so-called white man left us. Should we have more morals? Yeah. Should we have just died instead of sinning against the Lord? Yes, we should have. But it also was a evil white man playing a dirty game with the Lord's children. You feel me? And it's called cat and mouse, cops and robbers. Real talk. They stuck us in the hood and just forgot about us, man. So that no man went through thee, I will make thee an eternal excellency. Right. No man went through thee. Right. No man went through thee. You know how they say when you go to a city, you got to check in. You got to check in to see if you good. Check in to see if you all right. Nobody checked in with us. They just moved right in. The Africans, the East Indians, the Arabs, the Chinese. Ain't nobody check in with us. They just moved right in, open up shop and start making money, sending their kids to college while your kids went to jail. And the Lord tired of that. You might not be. You just want the new Gammas. You want the new Jordans. You want to fuck the new little bad bitch that's popping right now. That ain't what the Lord want. The Lord sees something better and greater for us, and that's rulership of this damn planet. Something we ain't had. That's why we don't understand it. We don't understand how powerful that is. We don't understand how powerful it is to rule the planet. Because we would be happy to make a couple 100,000. We'd just be so happy. We'd be happy enough just to do that. Just to get out of poverty, be able to send our kids to college and be able to feed ourselves every day. We just so happy with that we don't even understand that there's much more out here. You feel me? Like real talk. And I will make thee an eternal excellency, a joy of many generations. Right? An eternal excellency, because we've been living generational curses as if it's nothing. Like some of this stuff you would think it's just our culture, and it's not. No, it's not our culture. We inherited this through poverty from the Italian mob. From the Italians, from the Jewish, from the French, the fucking the Irish. All of them came over here and had nothing, and they stole, robbed, and did illegal drugs and liquor to get to the top. And once they got to the top, they went legit. And that's the thing about us. We never can go legit. We doing all the legal stuff they did, but we never get a chance to go legit. Like real talk. I could drop that. We'll go to the book of John 16:20. All right, this the book of John 16:20. Verily, verily, I say unto you, that ye shall weep and lament, but the world shall rejoice. Right? That's a fact. That's the story of our life. Weeping and lament. We crying and sad and miserable. You hear me? Mad, sad, and miserable. While the world is rejoicing. You hear me? The world is rejoicing. The world is happy. They prospering, they building, all kind of stuff. You hear me? They got Fortune 500 companies and all kind of things. Good thing. They got the world got a lot of good things going on, going to the moon, inventing all kind of satellites and to be able to watch everything you do. You feel me? The world, they got it going on while we sitting in the ghettos crying, sad, miserable. Chosen people of God. Are you kidding me? You think ain't nobody gonna pay for that? I feel sorry for the other nations because they don't even know what's coming. I ain't gonna lie to you. They don't even know what's coming. Like real talk. And ye shall be sorrowful, but your sorrow shall be turned to joy. Right? We ain't gonna remember this. Like all this stuff we going through, the rent late, bills due, getting put out the house, baby mama, baby daddy drama, should we go 50-50? All that stuff, man. All these problems and stuff we got going on, we ain't gonna even remember this stuff. Some of this stuff we ain't even gonna can't even believe it even happened. Like all the sorrow gonna turn into joy. A woman, when she is in travail, have sorrow, right? A woman, like when she's pregnant, she's sad. She's sad, it hurts, she's uncomfortable, all that. But her hour is come, right? But her hour is coming. Her day is coming. You feel me? This is a metaphor about us. You feel me? We is in sorrow right now. We don't believe the pain never gonna stop. But our hour is coming to where this is all gonna be over with. They had fun putting us in slavery. They, coming up with all these tactics, getting all our money. This stuff is finna be over. This stuff is finna be a wrap. Blacks, Hispanics, Native Indian, what you gonna do though? Are you gonna cry when this place burn? Or is you gonna come serve the Lord? Because if you don't come serve the Lord, you're going to die. Ain't no more choosing. Ain't no more plan. If you don't come serve the Lord, you're going to die. And maybe when you brought up again, through reincarnation, maybe you will get it together then. But it's no more plan, like real talk. But as soon as she is delivered of the child, she remembereth no more the anguish, right? So like a woman, she have the baby, is over. The pain is over. It's gone. And that's just like us. You feel me? Our hour is coming to where all this pain is about to be thrusted out. We ain't going to remember it no more. We're not going to remember none of this stuff. All the stuff we went through, the trials, the problems, everything, all of the situations the so-called white man put us in. It's just going to be a figment of our imagination. Like, damn, that's crazy. We really went through that. Damn, these people are evil as hell. It's going to make us never want to take our foot off their neck, though. Just knowing the history of what they did to us, we're never going to want to take our foot off their neck. For joy that a man is born into the world, right? It's like when a baby is born into the world, now it's joy. It's happiness, smiling. You feel me? Crying for joy, joyful tears this time. You feel me? That's what's going on with us right now. You feel me? We just waiting on our hour to come. All right, yeah, we'll drop that. We'll go to Ecclesiasticus in the Apocrypha 11:21. I think that's the right one. Ecclesiasticus 11:21. Marvel not at the works of sinners, right? Marvel not. Don't be amazed at the works of sinners. You feel me? Because a lot of people, you will see sinners prospering, and you will be thinking like, I'm finna just join in with that. I'm not finna stay on this narrow path. I'm finna start doing what everybody else doing. They having fun. It seems as if they having fun because of Instagram. They all smiles, ear to ear. They all smiles. They post nothing but the good stuff, not the bad stuff. The women always posting when the nigga bought the car, but they ain't posting that the nigga whooped her ass. That's why he bought her the car. Now everybody on her timeline is jealous. You feel me? You can't marvel at the works of sinners. Marvel is talking about like being amazed. You feel me? Don't be amazed at the works of sinners because everything is not what it seems. You feel me? What they say, believer, none of what you hear and half of what you see. You feel me? Because the sinners will make it seem as if what they're doing is fun, but they ain't telling you everything. They ain't telling you all the little dirty secrets and stuff like that. But trust in the Lord, right? That's what we got to do. Don't trust in sinners making stuff look good. You got to trust in the Lord. If you even trust that the Lord, have faith that the Lord is coming to get you out of your condition. Like, goddamn, we trusting in Satan more than anything nowadays. Satan is running the planet. We trust. Christmas failed us every year. Every year you go broke. Every year you get a breakup. You're in a new relationship. Every year you don't make the kids happy because they want more, because they always gonna want more. Trust in the Lord. We keep trusting in rituals and all these heathen customs to save us, and it's not working. But the sinners will make it look like it is because they're not telling you everything. You need to trust in the Lord and abide in thy labor. Right. Abide in thy labor. For it is an easy thing in the sight of the Lord on the sudden to make a poor man rich. Right. It's easy. It's easy for the Lord to turn everything right side up. It's easy. You feel me? It's not as hard as you think. It's hard for you because you don't understand the Lord. You too stuck in the damn past. That's why you can't understand it, because you're too stuck in the past. You're too stuck on them old bitches, the old high school dreams. You're too stuck on your old memories. You feel me? You're too stuck in the past. You feel me? When you're supposed to be looking towards the future. Because it's an easy thing for the Lord to turn a poor man rich. That's what he say. That's what the Bible say. It's easy. It's not hard. Just serve him. You feel me? And rich ain't even just talking about money. This is talking about in spirit too. Because your spirit can be poor to where you almost want to commit suicide. You know, you ready to crash out. And if you trust in the Lord will change all that. You feel me? He'll uplift your spirit. He'll send somebody to do it. Most of the time, he'll send somebody to do it. You just be blocking your own blessings. Like real talk. But it's easy to the Lord. It's an easy thing in the sight of the Lord on the sudden to make a poor man rich. How do you get that to happen? You got to trust in the Lord. You got to put your trust in the Lord instead of marveling at the sinners. Because like I said, the sinners is making everything look good on IG. On Facebook, they making everything look good when the whole time they the ones poor, you rich. Yeah, they stressed out more than you. Like real talk. Look what's going on with Lil Durk. Lil Durk, man, we don't know what's about to happen. They might finna give him a life sentence. He a millionaire. Millions ain't doing nothing for him. Ain't doing absolutely nothing. When you marveling at sinners instead of trusting in the Lord. So yeah, we'll drop that. And we'll go to Proverbs 17:5. This is the book of Proverbs 17:5. And it say, whoso mocketh the poor reproacheth his maker. Right. Who's the maker? That's talking about the Most High. You feel me? You mocking the poor. The Most High made the poor. You feel me? And that's something they done to us for 400-500 years. They made fun of us. They mocked us. Made fun of us in the movies, the rap songs. They got rappers, ain't even gangsters, rapping about our life. You feel me? What's their name? Straight Outta Compton. Whatever their name is. Ice Cube and them. Eazy-E and them. Eazy-E was the only nigga from the hood. They basically made fun of us. You feel me? They basically made fun of us for like 400-500 years. Like real talk. The poor, Blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians. We've been the bottom of society this whole time. You feel me? We've been the bottom of society this whole time. Real talk. This whole time we've been the bottom of society. The so-called white man and all the other nations that he brought over here. Making fun of us, mocking us. You feel me? Real talk. Whoso mocketh the poor reproacheth his maker. Right. Extreme disapproval. You feel me? That's what you're doing. You showing extreme disapproval to the Lord by mocking the poor. Especially when in fact the poor is his chosen people. That's the crazy part. The people that you mocking is his people. You dummy, you dumbass. You damn idiot. You dumb as a box of rocks. Because you never realize that damn, maybe these people that's in slavery is God's chosen people. Because God's chosen people have been in slavery like since the Bible, since Genesis. Since Genesis, the Israelites been in slavery. God's chosen people have been under other nations, making their country great. And they never fathom for y'all to think like, damn, maybe we tripping. Maybe we should come over here and help these people instead of just mocking them. And he that is glad at calamities shall not be unpunished. Right? They glad at our calamities. You know, at our tragedies, our troubles, they glad to see us down. You feel me? So guess what? When it's their turn, don't feel sorry for them. When all these wars kick up and get started and people start dying, don't start posting no flags talking about pray for this and pray for that. Nigga, they ain't pray for you. They ain't pray for your ass. So why the hell, when all these bombs get to dropping, should you pray for them? Should you feel so sorry for them? Because it just said they shall not be unpunished, man. They made fun of us for 400 years. They are not going to be unpunished. No, they're not getting away with that stuff. I know a lot of people just want to let bygones be bygones, forgive and forget. That's not the Lord we serve. Sorry. That's not the God of the Bible. Maybe the God of the Christian church. That's not the God of the Bible. All right, we're going to drop that. We're going to go to Job 12 and 23. All right, this is the book of Job 12 and 23. He increaseth the nations. Right. That's what's going on. It's 1 billion people in India. You feel me? It's millions of people in Russia. Shit, it's about 40 million white people in America. No, it's about more than that. No, I think it's 40 million black people. It's a couple 100 million white people in America. You feel me? He increasing these people. I'm telling you, he's doing it because what glory can the Lord get for crushing a nation that only got 500 people in it? A nation that got 1,000 people, 100,000 people. Nah, he is letting these people multiply. So when he destroy them, everybody can know it be the Lord. So don't marvel at that. Don't be amazed to see how many white people it is, and Arabs and East Indians and Chinese. Man, look, that's the Lord set that up. It's 1 billion Chinese people. The Lord set that up for a reason. Because when he destroyed these people, he want to get the glory. You know, so-called white man, he killed a couple 100,000 with his bomb in Japan and stuff like that. That's cool. That's cool. But watch what the Lord gonna do. And not just to one nation, to all these nations. You feel me? He increaseth the nations and destroyeth them. That's what he do. The Lord increased these nations just to destroy them. Just to send their ass to war and their kids die. Send all their kids to go fight. Now they let the women join the war. Oh, you was an idiot. Y'all let the women join the war now? Stupid, dumb, goofy. Now you're going to kill your women and the men. Real talk. Y'all is not the smartest people. I know it might seem like y'all is with these weapons that the Lord blessed y'all with these tactics y'all came up with, which the Lord blessed y'all with. The Lord did this stuff so y'all can increase and y'all can feel big and bad, just so he can destroy you, make you look like a fool. He enlargeth the nations and straighten them again. Right? You know this is a black man's book. Because what a black parent say? A black parent say to their kid, I'm gonna straighten you out. I'm gonna straighten you out. And that's what the Bible is saying. The Lord is saying about the heathens. He say he's gonna straighten them again. The Lord is gonna straighten all these heathens out. You feel me? Don't nobody panic. Don't have an attack. Just chill and relax. You feel me? Have you a nice drink, whatever. Cook you a good meal and just enjoy the fireworks. Because the Lord is about to straighten all these nations out, man. Because they need a little straightening. You hear what the Migos say? Can't get numbers straight, but straightening. You feel me? These heaters need a little straightening out. You feel me? And by the hands of the Lord, it's about to happen. Real talk. So let Trump have fun. Let him keep it going, man. Let Trump keep it going. Like real talk. Yeah, but that's the end of tonight's class. You feel me? Tune in every Monday, Tuesday. Tune in Wednesday night for the podcast. You feel me? Tune in Saturday for the Sabbath service. Everybody pay your tithes. April 4th, Passover, Houston, Texas. $200. ISUPK.com. Pay your Passover fee. You feel me? Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah Barakatham. Yahweh Shema Thumb by Shem Yahweh Shah.
We need Greenland for national security, not for minerals. We have so many sites for minerals and oil and everything. We have more oil than any other country in the world. We need Greenland for national security. And if you take a look at Greenland, you look up and down the coast, you have Russian and Chinese ships all over the place. We need Greenland for national security, not for minerals. We have so many sites for minerals and oil and everything. We have more oil than any other country in the world. We need Greenland for national security. And if you take a look at Greenland, you look up and down the coast, you have Russia